Hey everyone, ready to level up?
Always ready.
So today we're diving deep into Paul Robinson's Exceptional or Nothing.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite books.
I know, right? This book was seriously eye-opening for me. Like, it changed how I approach my work.
Absolutely. Robinson just has this way of challenging your thinking.
Totally. And one of the things that really resonated with me was this idea of exceeding expectations. Not just meeting them, not just getting by, but actually going above and beyond. Like, what does that even look like?
Well, he actually starts by talking about the opposite, paycheck-balanced performance. Basically doing just enough to not get fired.
Oh, the bare minimum.
Yeah, you know, clock in, clock out, collect the paycheck, no real passion, no drive.
Oof, been there, done that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, just going through the motions.
It's like that hamster wheel. You're running and running, but you're not really getting anywhere.
Exactly. And Robinson's point is that that kind of mentality, it keeps us stuck.
Right.
Prevents us from reaching our full potential.
Totally. Like, we're capable of so much more.
Right. Like, why settle for a black and white sketch when you can create a full color masterpiece?
Okay, love that analogy.
Yeah.
So how do we break free from that paycheck balanced performance trap? How do we shift gears and step into that exceptional realm?
Well, the book offers a pretty powerful solution. Focus on exceeding expectations.
Okay, but what does that actually mean?
It's not just about working harder or doing more tasks. It's about this mindset of excellence, striving to go above and beyond what's expected.
So it's like an internal shift.
Yeah, exactly. Like, think about baking a cake.
Okay, I like where this is going.
You could follow the basic recipe, right? And you'll end up with a decent cake.
Yeah, it'll be edible.
But what if you added like a touch of vanilla extract, a sprinkle of cinnamon, a little swirl of frosting?
Now you're talking.
You transform it into something truly exceptional.
Yeah. It's like taking it, when I finally quit that soul-sucking job and started my own business, I really tried to apply that principle. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to exceed expectations with everything I do.
Yeah.
Like responding to emails, creating content, even brainstorming.
Right.
And you know what? It made a huge difference, not just in my results, but also like in my own sense of purpose and excitement for the work.
Yeah, it's not just about external rewards, right? It's that internal shift.
Totally.
Right.
But Robinson also acknowledges that exceeding expectations isn't always easy peasy.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right. Like, there are these internal barriers. Fear of failure, self-doubt, limiting beliefs.
Yeah, sometimes just plain old laziness.
Okay,
It's like you have this amazing sports car.
Okay.
But you're too afraid to put the pedal to the metal.
I feel that. Those internal barriers can be sneaky.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started public speaking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was terrified of making a mistake.
Right.
I would over-prepare, overthink.
Right.
And I'd end up sounding so stiff and robotic.
Yeah, I bet.
It wasn't until I embraced the possibility of messing up, of being perfectly imperfect, that I was able to actually relax and connect with the audience.
Right. And the book offers some really good advice on how to overcome those internal roadblocks.
Yeah, tell me more.
It starts with self-awareness, like really identifying those limiting beliefs that are holding us back. Then it's about setting like clear goals, but challenging goals.
Right.
Ones that push us outside of our comfort zones.
And what else?
And then seeking feedback, not just from others, but from ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Constantly asking, like, how can I do better? What can I learn from this?
So like a constant process of growth and evolution.
Exactly.
Okay, so once we start pushing past those internal barriers, what are some practical ways we can actually start exceeding expectations in our daily lives?
Okay, I like this question. Well, one thing is like understanding and exceeding those unspoken expectations.
Unspoken expectations.
Yeah, it's not just about, checking off the boxes on a job description.
Right.
But really anticipating needs, being proactive, going the extra mile to deliver exceptional results. It's like, have you ever had that waiter who remembers your regular order?
Oh, yeah.
And brings you an extra glass of water without you even asking?
Little things, right.
Yeah, those little things make a huge impact.
They really do. And speaking of exceeding expectations, Robinson talks about the importance of finding joy in what we do.
Oh, absolutely.
He uses the example of Tony Fia and that credible culture he built at Zappos.
Yeah.
A company known for its exceptional customer service.
The best.
They didn't just meet expectations.
They blew them out of the water.
Seriously. And they did it by creating a work environment where people felt valued, empowered, and happy.
And that's key.
Right.
A positive work environment can fuel that exceptional performance.
Totally. It doesn't have to be like as unconventional as Zappos.
Right.
Even small things like celebrating successes, offering genuine praise, or even just like injecting a bit of humor into the workday.
Oh, for sure.
Can make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
You know, sometimes when I'm feeling super stressed or overwhelmed, I'll just take a few minutes to listen to music.
Yeah.
Or watch a funny video.
Good idea.
And it just totally shifts my energy. It helps me approach things with more enthusiasm, more creativity.
Right. It's about finding those little rituals that reconnect us with that joy and passion.
Exactly. And speaking of joy, the book also talks about the importance of recognizing the ripple effect of exceeding expectations.
Oh, the ripple effect.
Yeah, it's like that concept in physics, the precession effect.
Oh, yeah, where a spinning object creates a force perpendicular to its axis of rotation.
Okay, you lost me. I need a simpler explanation.
Okay, fair enough. Think of it like this. When we focus on exceeding expectations, and not just for ourselves, but for, the people we serve, it creates this positive ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate actions.
Okay.
It's like throwing a pebble into a pond.
Oh, I like that.
And watching the ripples spread outward.
Okay, now I get it. So it's like that time I went above and beyond to help a client with a last-minute project. It wasn't just about finishing the task, It was about understanding their needs, being empathetic, offering solutions that went beyond their initial expectations.
Yeah.
And you know what? That client not only became a loyal customer, they also referred several new clients to me. This chain reaction of goodwill.
I love that. And that's the beauty of it. When we exceed those expectations, we create this positive momentum that can have such a profound impact.
Yes.
On our work, our relationships, even the world around us.
Totally. But Robinson also emphasizes that exceeding expectations isn't a destination.
It's a journey.
Yes.
It's about that continuous improvement.
Right. Always striving to be better than we were yesterday.
Yes, exactly. He uses this great analogy of a fruit. A green fruit grows, but once it's ripe, it starts to rot if it doesn't keep growing.
Oh, I like that.
And it's the same with us, right? If we become complacent, if we just settle for good enough, we stop growing.
And eventually we start to decline.
Exactly. And that's where this idea of competing with ourselves comes in.
Competing with ourselves?
Yeah, it's not about comparing ourselves to others.
Okay.
It's about setting our own benchmarks, pushing our own limits.
So like always striving to be the best version of ourselves.
Exactly. It's about constantly asking ourselves, how can I improve? What can I learn? What's next?
I love that. Like we're our own personal Olympics.
Yes. Always striving for that personal best.
One thing that really struck me in the book was this idea that exceeding expectations, it isn't just about individual achievement. It's also about inspiring and helping others to exceed their own expectations.
That's such a powerful point.
Right.
And it brings us back to that idea of the precession effect again.
Oh, okay.
When we exceed those expectations, we not only create that positive ripple effect for ourselves, but we also inspire others to do the same.
Like we're all in this together.
Exactly. Like that saying, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Oh, I love that. So how can we as individuals contribute to creating this culture of exceeding expectations?
What are some practical steps we can take? I'm glad you asked. Well, it starts with, embodying those principles ourselves.
Right.
We become living examples, inspiring others through our actions,
Yeah.
Our commitment to excellence.
So like be the change.
Exactly, like that Gandhi quote, be the change you wish to see in the world.
It doesn't have to be like some grand gesture.
No, not at all.
Right. It can be like offering to help a colleague with a project. Or mentoring someone new.
Yeah.
Or even just showing up with a positive attitude.
Right, and a willingness to go that extra mile.
Exactly.
It's about creating this contagious energy.
Yeah.
Where exceeding expectations is the norm.
It's like a culture of excellence.
Exactly. And that's when truly extraordinary things start to happen.
I love that. Reading Exceptional or Nothing, it really got me thinking about my own legacy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what kind of impact do I want to leave on the world? What will people remember me for?
Those are big questions.
I know, right?
And I think the book offers a really compelling answer.
Okay, what is it?
We can be remembered for our mediocrity, just going through the motions.
Right.
Or we can be remembered for our exceptional contributions.
Yeah.
The positive impact we made, the legacy of excellence we leave behind.
That's powerful.
It is, right?
Like we get to choose.
We do.
We have this opportunity to write our own story, to choose the kind of mark we want to leave on the world.
And I think exceeding expectations is a pretty amazing way to do that.
Absolutely.
Right.
So to wrap things up, if there's one thing we want you to take away from this deep dive, it's this. You have the power to be exceptional. You have the power to exceed expectations.
Not just for yourself,
Right.
but for the people around you and for the world at large.
It might not always be easy.
But it is always worth it.
So go out there, embrace the challenge, and create your own legacy of excellence.
Yes.
And hey, if you're feeling inspired by this deep dive, we'd love to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Share your own experiences with exceeding expectations on social media. You can use the hashtag #ExceptionalDeepDive.
Love it.
And until next time, remember,
You.
you are exceptional. Go make it happen.